EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles.
Let's go, fellas.
Ready. You ready?
Mike 54. We don't want this. Check nine.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain. Up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and...
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Right there.
You kill.
Now Brees. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Ready. 5-9.
Mike 54. I got it. Mike 54. Mike 50.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 12, Brees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
11. Here we go. Hey, box truck.
On 3rd and long, it's Brees. And Ginn's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
You ready? Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
You're good. You're good. Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready? 95-56. 95-56. Here we go.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This will be taken short. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Check right 47. Bring it. Bring it. 47's the mic.
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
36, 36.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Again has it complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They are going for it. Goff going up top for Kupp. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara trying to run inside, but nothing there. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready. Double waiting. 58. 5-1. 58.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. Double waiting. Sammy.
To throw is Breeze. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Listen.
Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say that.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A run with Gurley there on 1st down. Going to get about 4 yards. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
from the 45 on second down. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, 55 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now Natson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Tonight, 180. Here we go.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down, L.A. On 1st and 10, Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods there to make the grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow lady.
Right there, 54 miles. I'm coming.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
61, matchbox lights. No. 2 kills.
Check out Reed.
Hey, wahoo! Yes. Let it take.
Breeze going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Easy.
Breeze now. Got some real estate inside the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
17 yards. And the Saints 1st down.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
You get block me. You get block me. You get block me.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ready? 5-9. Easy, opposite.
Right there, 54. Right there, 54.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Target.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Ready.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch screen. Watch screen.
They run it again with Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Mike's 54. Go, go. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Breeze. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 8 yards out. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Kill.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Let's get it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
that's a tough one because he's prepped off.
And that's caught inside the 35. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 44 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Zerline now for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Back to throw, Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On 2nd down, Kamara. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. 21. Here we go.
First throw of overtime for Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Kill!
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Ready, yellow lady.
Mike 54. Wrap.
Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike.
shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 54.
Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Kill.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
First throw in overtime for gone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Cut! 180!
Let's go. Check 3. Check 3. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now Goff on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's one of those pivotal plays that'll just stick out in everybody's mind from this game. If he picks that off, what a momentum swing down here in the end zone.
And he did his job. He knocked the ball away, but it does feel like a letdown for him and his teammates, doesn't it? A chance to intercept it, turn it back over to his offense with a chance to win the game.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Cut! 180!
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This from 36 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal's from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give